cartels. They're the ones terrorizing their own country, and now they're starting to do it over here.
Hello, welcome to HCC MovieMakers Academy Movie Reviews. I'm Erik, Calderon.
And I'm Steffi Grace, and we're going to talk about CartelLand. CartelLand is a documentary by Matt Heineman, and it talks about the cartels in Mexico and the corruption of the government, and he really puts his life on the line to really show the world all the atrocities that are going on right now to this day, and that have been going on for a while now. So
it was a horrifying film.
It was horrifying, and
it was scary.
It was very scary, and for a subject that I didn't even think twice about.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even think about the cartels on a daily basis. In fact, I don't even think about them unless somebody brings it up in passing, and And
it was mind-boggling, confusing.
It was. And
very traumatic.
All of all of that, and it starts off. You see these guys cooking meth. And you know they know chemistry. They know how to do this stuff. So it's like, I mean, they can't apply this knowledge elsewhere to get a better job. And then they say to the guy who is filming, they say, if we weren't in poverty, then we'd be, you know, having a higher class job and have an executive position just like you. But we're not, so there's always going to be people making meth. And that's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate.
So, Steffi, let's talk a little bit about the film.
Yeah.
Okay, Matthew Heineman's style. I mean, like watching that film, I was amazed at just the way he developed the characters, the way he started and ended the film, and just the way he shot it. You know, I mean, it was like really impressive.
Yeah, but because of the subject matter, I feel kind of bad talking about how beautifully it was shot.
Yeah.
And the use of the B-roll and the transitions.
Yeah.
And this was a one-man team for the most part. It was him.
Yeah.
In the line of fire, laying his life down on line, being present when there are gunfights.
Yeah.
And he, you know, you could tell because you could tell he's hiding a little bit from bullets.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, you know, I thought it was a one-man show, right? At first, and so I went and I did some research, and I watched the credits at the end, and there were a lot of people involved in the making of this, but I think we can clearly tell that he was the only one on the set. I mean, it wasn't like he had a sound man and a gaffer and a lighting guy, and I mean, you can't have that kind of stuff. It's one guy in a car, then they drive up to someone's house, and all the other guys get out with guns, and I mean, you could
wearing
tell.
Masks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he does, as a filmmaker, you know, this is where I kind of feel bad because of all the tragedies that happened as a result of the cartels. As a filmmaker, he does an amazing job.
He does.
Putting it together and telling the story.
And he tells the story.
He tells the story.
Yeah.
And he, you know, he doesn't add the twists. The twists are there, but he waits. And the way he puts it together, he shows how these people really are in the end. Certain people, one in particular.
And there's a character arc.
Yeah, there is a character arc.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about Morales.
Yeah, Dr. Morales? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's, when I first saw him, everyone's cheering him on, and I imagine him, I think of him as like a modern day Zorro.
Yeah. Yeah, we thought, I mean, I was like, this guy's a hero.
And I'm rooting for him, and I'm, you know, I'm wanting to, well, I wasn't going to applaud because, you know, that's not really called for in a theater when you see somebody, hey, Superman.
And so basically the film is about pretty much two rebels, or not really rebels, but yeah, rebels, two men that start militias.
Yes.
One in Mexico and one in Arizona.
Yes.
And I mean, I think the story focuses more on the guy in Mexico, which is Dr. Morales.
Right. But more on what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
And the government trying to stop him.
Yeah.
And shut him down.
And you know, thinking about it right now, it's interesting because the weight of the film correlates to the weight of the charisma of these guys.
Yes.
Right? So what was that other guy's name? The one in Arizona, I forgot his name, but
I forget his
Nails.
name.
I think his name was Nails. His nickname was Nails, I think so.
Might have been.
And then Dr. Morales and Nails, right? And then Dr. Morales starts a national movement. I mean, the guy has thousands of people. The auto defenses, yeah.
Yes.
And he even the Mexican military gets involved to try to take away their weapons.
Yeah.
So.
Which is sad. And when I first saw that, it made me wonder what is going on in the government that they are trying to prevent these guys from taking action and rising up against crime. Yeah, we have laws here that, you know, is against vigilantes.
Yeah.
but these are cartels. These are people that are slaughtering families. When the woman was talking about at the very beginning of the film, what they did to babies, you know, picking them up and then slamming them against rocks. Yeah. And there are dead bodies in the film. Yeah. And they're not. It's not
only
special
dead
effects.
bodies, but there's
they're real. They're
cut heads.
Heads are cut off.
Yeah.
People are hung.
Yeah. It's graphic.
It's very graphic. It's not for the faint of heart. Yeah. When you see dead bodies in the movies, it's special effects, and you kind of just on some level assume that's probably what dead bodies look like. No. It's very different.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very different.
It's pretty traumatic.
It was, and very jarring. Yeah. Some of those images.
But it was amazing how Matthew was able to get these shots. I mean, you would say he's a war journalist. You know?
Pretty much.
I mean, that guy was getting, and then the interesting thing is the way he started the film. You're like, how in the world did he get that footage? He's got drug dealers cooking meth.
And he's talking to him, and they're letting him
film it.
They're letting him film it and talk to them.
And he's alive.
Yeah, they didn't, shoot him afterwards.
Yeah, and that was, and then when we see at the end, it kind of reveals
who
they are, and that makes it even worse.
That's right.
How is this guy still alive?
Yeah, and I think he, intentionally made it a point to not reveal who they were at the, until the very end. Yeah. Just like he did with Morales. He paints it as a picture of a guy who's a hero. Yeah. One who stands up for the people. Everybody's cheering him on. Yeah. And then the government comes in and sends in the military, and they're trying to tell him, hey, you need to shut down, and you need to leave the city. And then the people rise up against the military and push the military vehicles out of their city and cheer when the military finally leaves. Yeah. And so basically, it's like, I go back to Zorro. Yeah. And then in the end,
you are shocked.
You're shocked about
but
how
what,
this
are you really
is.
though? I mean, are you really? I mean, isn't Zorro? I mean, not very different in this in that flaw.
Zorro, was he a womanizer though?
Was he? Yeah.
No, not really.
I don't know.
No,
I think he was.
Well, in the movies, he wasn't.
Okay. I don't know.
I'm basing it off of the Antonio Banderas one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So he wasn't a woman. He was a one-woman man. Yeah. This guy Morales, apparently, you find out he's not. Yeah. And he has an affair, and there is a very, very graphic.
And the way Matthew showed it, and the way Matthew showed it in that scene.
Well, he doesn't show it, but you hear what goes on in there, and it's not. It's a little more than I'm leaving my wife, or he doesn't say that.
She's in the car.
No, they're in the house. He goes into her house.
No, but the wife is in the car.
The wife is in the car. Oh, really? The wife's in the car.
Yeah.
That.
So that so he really, the way he was able to give that character arc is amazing.
He had a microphone on him.
I know. Yeah.
That's bold.
Yeah.
And that makes me mad. Yeah. The wife in the car, just outside, waiting. What's taking so long? Yeah. Yeah, that makes me very mad.
And it's really interesting.
This is supposed to be the hero.
Yeah, but what's interesting about this film is that with all the stuff going on with Donald Trump and stuff, I mean, this is like really supporting what he's saying.
Right.
Let
me say something about the American guy. He mentioned about the people he watched people come over the border. Yeah. So he started off almost like a racist. Yeah. But then he lives 2 hours away from Tucson, so he doesn't want to waste time calling 911 because it'll take the cops 2 hours to get there. Yeah. So he ends up detaining the immigrants that he sees by himself.
And he turns them into the Border Patrol.
That's right. But he ends up talking to them. Yeah. And then he finds out that's what's going on with them. Yeah. That's why they're trying to escape all the horrors that the cartel's doing. Yeah. So how would you rate it?
Well, I mean, I think this is an excellent film. I mean, I think it's very well put together. The cinematography is amazing. The direction is amazing. The way
There's a lot of bravery.
A lot of bravery.
That it took.
And I would give it a 9.5. I mean, just it's an amazing film, and I think it's a must. I think everyone should watch it just to learn what's going on.
Yeah.
And where are these drugs coming from?
Especially for something that.
Yeah.
That if you don't think about it, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how many people think about it on a daily basis. I didn't. Yeah. But yeah, it stuck with me.
So what would you give it?
I think for once we're on the same page. I think I would give it the same rating.
Yeah.
9.5.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for watching HCC MovieMakers Academy Movie Reviews. We're brought to you by HCC TV and the HCC Filmmaking Program. We love films. If you love films, visit our website, hccs.edu. It's going to be right here, somewhere around here, and sign up for a class.
And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just you want to do a search for HCC MovieMaker Academy Reviews and become a subscriber. And we'll see you later. That's it for now. Take care.
Thank you. Subscribe.